Hey everyone, it's Mr. Hollywood, and today I am doing my top 10 favorite movies that came out in a year that ended in digit 9. Now, before I give you my picks, feel free to share your picks for your favorite movies that ended in a year that came out in a year that ended in digit 9 down below in the comments. And let's begin. Now, coming in at number 10 is 10 Things I Hate About You. This is personally my favorite romance movie of all time. I just thought the romance and the story was just incredible. I thought the acting from Heath Ledger, Julia Stiles, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt was great. I thought the story was great. I thought the dynamics between Patrick and Kat was great. The dynamics between Cameron and Bianca were great. And overall, the movie is just amazing. And the final sonnet, it was just all great. Now, coming in at number 9 is Avengers Endgame. Avengers Endgame is just such a remarkable achievement. And, I mean, it was just an amazing movie. I loved how it just continued on from Avengers Infinity War, where at the beginning you see them in kind of this apocalypse stage where you see them grieving after the end of Infinity War, and I thought it was all great. I love the time traveling elements to it, and the final battle. It was just pretty remarkable, and I mean Iron Man's sacrifice. I mean it was just a remarkable end to Tony Stark's journey. I mean, yeah, Avengers Endgame. It's just an amazing movie. I am very excited for Doomsday, but I mean Avengers Endgame. I mean, we'll see if Doomsday could even top Endgame. I kind of have my doubts, but I'm definitely still excited for Doomsday. But yeah, Avengers Endgame will be number 9 on this list. Now, coming in at number 8 is Inglourious Basterds. Inglourious Basterds is just so well directed by Quentin Tarantino. The acting from Christoph Waltz, Brad Pitt, and Daniel Bruhl was great. And, I mean, the opening is just one of my favorite openings of all time when you got introduced to Hans Landa. And I just thought the story was great and the ending was amazing. I mean, overall, this film is pretty remarkable, and it is my number 8 film on this list. Now, coming in number 7 is The Insider. I mean, the story and the directing and the acting was just all top-notch. Michael Mann's directing was just great. Russell Crowe's acting in this is one of my favorite acting performances of all time. And just a story about this tobacco company in, I believe it was the 60s, selling all these illegal drugs. And, I mean, Russell Crowe, I mean, he knows about all of this, but for the entire movie, he has an internal battle of if he wants to say anything about it, because he can get in big trouble because he signed an NDA. And I thought the whole conflict was just all so well done. So yeah, it is an amazing movie. And it is my number 7 film on this list. Now, coming in at number 6 is The Sixth Sense. I mean, The Sixth Sense is just an amazing experience. First time. And, I mean, The Sixth Sense is just so well directed by M. Night Shyamalan. I thought the acting from Bruce Willis was great. I think this is my favorite Bruce Willis performance by quite a bit. I mean, Haley Joel Osment did great. Toni Collette did great. The story was just great. And the final twist, which I had no idea about the final twist when I first saw it. My jaw dropped when I saw the ending for the first time. It was one of my best experiences watching a film. I mean, The Sixth Sense, I don't think has the rewatch value as the other films, but it is still undeniably an amazing movie, and I think it has one of the 5 to maybe even top 3 plot twists in cinematic history. Yeah, the film is pretty incredible, and it is my number 6. Now, coming in at number 5 is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I just think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is just a pleasant, fun film. I think it's probably Tarantino's most fun film. And, I mean, it's just so much fun seeing Rick Dalton and Cliff Booth, played by DiCaprio and Brad Pitt. And Margot Robbie was great in this. I just thought the whole Hollywood atmosphere in the late 60s was all really interesting to watch, seeing how Hollywood was in a different era as it is now. And yeah, I just thought the directing by Tarantino was great, the acting was great, the story was great. I mean, overall, it was an amazing movie. Now, coming in at number 5 is Back to the Future 2. Back to the Future 2, I think, is very underrated. I love how you go forward in future in Back to the Future 2, and the Sports Almanac plotline was just incredible. And I think, in hindsight, I think this film hits a little bit harder. But yeah, Back to the Future 2, it was really fun. I think it's just so entertaining, and I just love how you see Biff give, or how you see old Biff give young Biff the Sports Almanac, and then you see Biff become the richest man alive. But I thought all of that was just, it was just great. And I mean, yeah, I just think it was fun, and I mean, I just loved seeing how this world just kind of got turned upside down, but them going back to 1955, and I thought the ending was great. I mean, yeah, Back to the Future 2, I do love how it continues the first Back to the Future, and I do think it has a good ending that leads into Back to the Future 3. And yeah, this one is my favorite Back to the Future movie. I do like it more than the original, which I know is a hot take, but the original's still great. I just like Back to the Future 2 more, and it is my number 5 film on this list. Now, coming in at number 4, speaking of another movie in a franchise where I like it more than the original, Indiana Jones: The Last Crusade. And it came out the same year as Back to the Future 2. I mean, Raiders of the Lost Ark is an amazing movie. I love that movie, but I like Last Crusade a little more. And partially because of Sean Connery. I mean, I just love the dynamics between Harrison Ford and Sean Connery. I thought they had such a great father-son dynamic. I thought Last Crusade was just a lot of fun. And it also had my favorite villain in the franchise. And the end, where they just rode off into sunsets, was beautiful. And yeah, overall, I just loved Indiana Jones: The Last Crusade, and it is my 3rd favorite film on this list. Now, coming in at number 2 is The Green Mile. The Green Mile is one of the saddest movies of all time, but it's undeniably an amazing movie. I thought the acting from Michael Clarke Duncan is phenomenal. I mean, it was phenomenal. I think this is one of the greatest acting performances of all time. Tom Hanks. This is my favorite Tom Hanks performance. And yeah, Tom Hanks was amazing. I thought Frank Darabont's directing was great. And I just loved all the supernatural elements. The twist in this movie is one of the all-time great twists. And the ending is pretty powerful. But yeah, it was a sad ending, but the ending was really powerful in The Green Mile. I just think The Green Mile overall is very powerful. I love seeing Tom Hanks' regrets, where you see him regret having this job. But yeah, The Green Mile was absolutely an amazing movie, and even though it's one of the saddest movies, undeniably, it's an all-time great film, and it is my number 2 film on this list. But coming in at number 1 is going to be Fight Club. This is my favorite movie of all time. And yeah, I mean, Fight Club, I just watched it recently when it was released in the cinema. It was re-released in the cinema, and I mean, I loved seeing it in the big screen. I mean, the acting from Brad Pitt was amazing. This is his best performance, and I think it's just one of the all-time great acting performances. Edward Norton, I think this is also his best acting performance, and I mean, he was just great in this. I would say that's another all-time great acting performance. I just think David Fincher's directing and the art style in this film was just beautiful. I mean, the ending was chef kiss, the plot twist, and just the story and psychology in this film. I just think it's an amazing story about mental health as well. I mean, yeah, Fight Club is just an amazing movie. It's my all-time favorite film of all time. So it is easily my number 1 movie that came out in a year that ended in digit 9. Now, thanks for watching. Feel free to share your favorite movies that came out in a year that ended in digit 9 down below in the comments. And tomorrow I'm going to do it for digit number 8. And this is day 29 of my 200-day posting streak goal. Now, thanks for watching, and peace out.